jungle.
ఓకే, నేను ఒక ఎస్హెచ్జి అలాగే ఒక హౌస్ వైఫ్ అండి. నా ఈ 3 ప్రోడక్ట్స్కి ఎప్పుడు ఫ్లక్చువేషన్స్ అనేవి జరుగుతూ ఉంటాయి, ఐదర్ వెరీ లో ఆర్ వెరీ హై. సో ఈ ఫ్లక్చువేషన్ అవుతున్నప్పుడు ఫార్మర్స్లు అది వేస్ట్ అయిపోతూ ఉంటాయి కదా, అవి స్టార్ట్ చేసిందే ఈ గ్రేవీ స్టోరీస్. సో ఈ గ్రేవీ స్టోరీస్లో ఏంటి ప్రత్యేకత అంటే, బయట కూడా గ్రేవీస్ దొరుకుతున్నాయి కదా అంటే, సో ఏంటంటే ఆనియన్ స్క్రంచెస్ ఉంటాయి. ఫస్ట్ ఆఫ్ ఆల్ ఏంటంటే, మనం తింటున్నప్పుడు ఇంట్లో తింటున్న ఫీల్ అనేది కలుగుతుంది ఈ ఆనియన్ స్క్రంచెస్తో. మీరు బయట తగ్గేది పేస్ట్తో ఉంటుంది. సెకండ్ థింగ్, ప్రిజర్వేటివ్ ఫ్రీ. ప్రిజర్వేటివ్స్ లేకుండా దీన్ని మేము 6 months అనేది సస్టైన్ చేయగలుగుతున్నాము. ఎట్లా అంటే యూజింగ్ ఫ్రిజ్. వితౌట్ ఫ్రిజ్ ఆల్సో వీఆర్ యూజింగ్ ది అసెప్టిక్ ప్యాకేజింగ్. 1 year షెల్ఫ్ లైఫ్. అంటే మీరు జస్ట్ ఇలా దీని మీద పెట్టేసినా సరే 1 year తర్వాత మీరు తీసిన అదే ఫ్రెష్నెస్, అదే అరోమా, అదే స్మెల్తో మీకు తినడానికి ఈజీగా ఉంటుంది అనమాట. సార్,
she's trying to solve a social issue, which is TOP, tomato, onion and potatoes. The price fluctuations are so drastic that thousands of tons are dumped every season. This is a social cost she's trying to address, and that is converted into a gravy. And if you know restaurant cooking a little bit, restaurants, the gravy is made once a week, and we have 2 or 3 bases. You add an additive, you want butter chicken, you add extra butter and tomato gravy, it becomes butter chicken gravy. The base gravy is always same. Based on the same principles, there are 5 gravies here available for you. But to differentiate between industrial manufactured gravy versus this one, it is done in a home cooked way that you can actually feel the chunks, and it's
alternatives, great stuff. But if you have all of this and you don't have the right mental health issues, you won't be able to enjoy any of that. Mental health is a real issue. 1 in 2 people in the world today suffer from mental health at least once in their lifetime. That's what we want to tackle. We are a team of 4 people, strategy and AIML, that's what we do. But our platform, Avika, is a health tech platform that basically uses spatial technology, which is VR, to try and help therapists in a clinical setting and helps people in a regular setting as well. In the clinical version, Avika basically is a platform that the therapists use to create virtual environments and immerse the patient in that environment, that their therapy, which is evidence-based, is a lot more better, stable, standardized and reusable. In a non-clinical version, all of us deal with stress and anxiety and burnout on a regular basis. If you need that quick 15-minute break, you want to immerse yourself in a meditative environment, be cut off from the noise of the world, Avika's Aura is that product for you. We're looking at setting it up in every other place where people are. Be a community like this, it could be a workplace, it could be a university, college, wherever. So we have both clinical and non-clinical products. We are a year old. In this 1 year, we've been able to deploy our clinical solution in about 15 clinics so far. Early stage revenue of 15 lakhs. We're looking at closing this financial year with 50 lakhs in revenue. Aura, our non-clinical product, will go live by end of October. We have a contract with a luxury hotel group. We're looking at raising 5 crores as a investment so that we can scale our platform. Thank you so much.
Coming from the pitch. Here at Hyderabad is a 1 million Bengali over there, and I feel I miss Hyderabad authentic and hygienic Bengali food, and it's either I feel it's expensive or low in quality. So that's why I'm here. I'm love to cook. So we set out March 2024, and here we are 6 months later, generating sales in excess of 10 lakhs per month, looking to open out our second outlet, in the verge of closing our first funding deals. The nostalgia that every Bengali experiences when we present the menu of them. We create dishes that like folklore to the Bengali community by researching and staying true, listing ingredients and process. I am here to look for 3 key things. get help from industry leaders to optimize our businesses, especially our cost. Get funding to the tune of 40-50 lakhs to take our business to the next level, build a network with the people in the industry and to learn from them. With your help, we want to make Bengal
and sports uniform for schools we have. So as of now, we are providing the services locally in Andhra Pradesh as well as Telangana at district levels. We are doing it. However, we want to enhance it pan level, pan India. So for this, at present our turnover is 1.2 crores per year. However, to go to the next level, we would need the equipments and the machinery in an upgraded level. Though we have a bigger equipments and machinery, we wanted to put forward to the next level to get a good finish of the product, as well as we want to build up a brand. So in this regard, I would be like, the projections which are going to be is like, expectation is 30% of 30% of profits in the next financial years. However, on my product, whichever the product I'm selling, the minimum profit is from 30% to a level of 70%, which we procure actually, which we get actually. And the customer base which we are focusing, like we already have the mediators who actually approach us and as well as the customers. And the profit all depends on the pulse of the customer, and the mediator would be, will be given a lesser price so that they can actually in turn resell to the customers. So the main focus is like, on the product wherein we have to build up a brand, t-shirts99.com. A brand we want to build up in pan India as well as in overseas. Like I already have the customers in overseas, but which we don't directly deliver to them. They come to us and they take the deliveries. So what is the license for the same?
How many of you think that the pictures were just amazing? Yes. I think out of the 10 or 12 pictures that we identified, and I think 10 pitched today, I personally feel like at least 2 or 3 out of these 10 could be unicorns if they play the cards right. And you guys have a chance to even get the checks today because we have a bunch of investors in this room. If you didn't know, we have angel investors from Hyderabad Angels. We have VCs here sitting as well. So, Vikrant Bashni, Pradeep Doble, Ratnakar, and of course, Sakshi is there in the back. So one thing I can tell you is I've been an entrepreneur myself, but it's very hard to raise money as a guy. Ladies have a better chance raising money. I'll tell you why. It's a myth. Ladies have a better chance because ladies, by nature, within the DNA, they don't like loans and debts. Okay, they would money for sure with returns. So investors would probably feel comfortable and safe writing a check to a lady founder than a guy founder is with my perception. So take advantage of that and then go all out. By the way, Thai Women is a global program for the people who don't know what Thai Women is all about. So the objective is to empower these wonderful lady founders and entrepreneurs to launch and scale their business idea and then go big. So during the process, we do
job well done. As a chair of Thai Women, it's not easy to coordinate with mentors. Sabia, congratulations from the Secretariat. Heart goes out to all the Secretariat team of Thai Hyderabad and the board members and the charter members who give relentlessly they give their time to nurture, mentor all the young entrepreneurs. I was speaking to someone at the afternoon break probably I can proudly say this, and in front of my good friend Mr. Front here, there's only one and only organization which I know of in the globe where members pay annual dues to give back their time to nurture young entrepreneurs. I've not seen any other organization where charter members pay. So Hyderabad is one of the largest fee collecting chapter in the 67 chapters. We are about 18,000 members. We are in 67 chapters. We are in 18 countries across all the continents. Our Hyderabad charter members mentor young entrepreneurs, right? So that's the kind of give back which we do. And TIE as an organization, we have created an impact of over $1 trillion of direct economic activity. I think a lot of people will be surprised, or maybe some of you might be excited if I say this. The search engine which you use today very commonly, none other than Google, the first check was written to the Google founders by
looking after the subjects of IT and industry. First of all, my deep regrets that I wanted to be physically present, be with all of you, meet all the awardees, understand what you have done, which has brought these awards to you, but unfortunately nothing of that sort is happening. I'm stuck in my office, but nevertheless I'm very happy that I'm, through this message, I'm able to share some of my thoughts. In fact, it is a very nice coincidence that you are having your event, because today morning we launched something which is really phenomenal. Some of you may be aware that Hyderabad hosted the Global Entrepreneurship Summit in 2017, which focused on women entrepreneurship. And to commemorate that, we started WeHelp here, and national government started the Women Entrepreneurship Platform called WEP. And today, the first state chapter of WEP was launched in Telangana, in Hyderabad. And this is something which I'm sure all the entrepreneurs, particularly the women entrepreneurs who are connected through TIE, will also benefit from. Please look it up, wep.gov.in. And there are lots of opportunities. We are now going to use the instrument of WEP to ensure that every issue which a women entrepreneur faces in the state is resolved, some solution is given, and we'll be bringing lots of partners to work with us. And I do hope that the women's wing of TIE Hyderabad will work very closely with us in Telangana government, and we will do wonders. We'll try to create Telangana as a role model for the entire country. So good wishes to all of you once again.
Friends like only who needs enemies? He's always on my case. As you said, Ritika, he knows how to light up a bit. Okay, so when Ritika reached out, and we did the first event, I think, at Bihar. So I had a few thoughts which I thought I'll share with you. So I'll start with some work I was involved in about 4 or 5 years ago. There's a Bain report on women entrepreneurship. How many of you have read it? Okay, so anyone who's involved with entrepreneurship, and particularly with gender equality, should read that report. This report was put together by Bain, led by a lady called Megha Chawla. Please read the report because it's one of the very, very seminal works on women entrepreneurship. Right? And there's some numbers which I remember from the report. So first is, if you look at, according to the last survey done by the Department for Promotion of Industry and Internal Trade back in 2018-19, which also tells you that in India we haven't done a census for close to 30 years. And the same thing, this survey was done back in 2018-19. So at that time they said there were about 63 million businesses in India, registered businesses. So which tells you that about approximately 21-22% of businesses are women-led. And of that, they gave a further breakdown in terms of of these 14-15 million businesses, about 38% were rural-based businesses. About 14-15% were rural, like urban self-employed, was I think around 31%. And the last category was small business owners, which was 14%. So this is the breakup. 38% rural agripreneurs, 31% urban self-employed, 14% was small business owners, and the rest was other categories. Now the interesting thing there was that only 27 million women were employed by these 13 to 15 million enterprises, which means only about each enterprise had on average about 2 people. Okay. Now, if you look at the number of businesses which employed more than 10 people, only 1% of that 13 to 15 million people employed more than 10 people. Think about each of these businesses could generate 5 additional jobs. Think of the impact we will make. We get another 60 to 70 million people joining the workforce. So according to that report, it is why I'm asking all of you to read it. It said that potentially, if we do a lot of things right, about 130 additional jobs could be created by 2030. This report came out in 2020. Obviously, the pandemic would have had some impact, but maybe 2030 will now become 2030, 2032 or 2033. But worthwhile looking at it, right? And it talks about what are the challenges which women have trying to build a business. Obviously, I think one is lack of access to finance. Right? And contrary to what Srini said, where is Srini? You disappeared. Okay. So what Srini said, and I have seen this, I have known
author and director of National Sustainable Developers Private Limited. It's a great honor to be here on behalf of NAC Projects as a sponsor for this wonderful event. We are proud to support an initiative that empowers women entrepreneurs while fostering sustainable business practices that will benefit the future generations. At NAC, sustainability is at the foundation of everything we do. Our flagship project, BTR Greens at Srisalam Highway, exemplifies this commitment, along with our groundbreaking project, MAC Canadian Wood Villa, India's first mass timber home that showcases how wood, a sustainable and renewable material, can drastically reduce the carbon footprint of the construction process. I would like to take this opportunity to urge everyone to follow sustainable business. Sustainability is not limited to one industry of business. From agriculture to technology, fashion to finance, all industries should consciously think about how we source, produce, and deliver our products and services. Sustainable practices, when embedded in the core of our business models, can drive innovation, reduce costs, and build brand loyalty. In line with India's commitment to the Paris Agreement, we have an ambitious but necessary goal of achieving carbon neutrality by 2070. This requires every sector to work towards reducing emissions. Businesses must be at the forefront of this transformation by adopting practices that conserve resources, reduce. As women leaders, we have the power to lead this transformation. Studies have shown that businesses led by women are more likely to adopt environmentally conscious practices because we tend to embrace the idea of space than we found it. Using our platforms to promote sustainable, ethical, and responsible business practices. As Johan Ziet said, sustainability is no longer about, it's about doing more good. Congratulations to all the finalists for reaching this stage. Your dedication to innovation and growth is inspiring, and we at NAC are proud to be a part of such a transformative journey. We look forward to seeing the lasting impact you will create, not just in businesses, but in building a sustainable future. As a token of my support, I have bought a copy of my poetry book, Mind Your Mirror, for all the finalists. It focuses mainly on topics of dreams, resilience, and hope. I hope you all like it. Thank Thank you to the Thai Women Committee for having us.